Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. Today we're going to look at something a little different. We're going back, so I just got done recording the video of Old Charter. We're going to go back to the Buffalo Trace Distillery here. Have not seen these anywhere else. This is Buffalo Trace White Dog. This is the wheated mash. So they have the wheated mash. I have also the rye mash, which will be the next video. And then they also have mash bill number 2. Mash bill number 2 is one of their more popular mash bills that several other whiskeys are made from. And so, unfortunately, they did not have that one in Gillette, but they had both of these. I picked them up. I picked this up for $16.99 at the one and only store that I saw it at. I've never tried either of these. I have no idea what I'm in for. I tend to be a fan of White Dog when it comes to rye whiskey, corn whiskey, and I've only had a handful of bourbons in the White Dog form. Now, White Dog just simply means that it's straight off the still and unaged. And I believe these are coming in at, so this one, the wheated is coming in at 57%, 114 proof. I do not know if that is the proof in which it comes off the still. It probably says on the label, however, I did not read these, so I don't really know. And then this rye mash bill is 62.5 or 125 proof, which 125 proof is significant because that is the highest barrel entry proof that you can have on most American style whiskeys, whether that be rye, like a straight rye, or a bourbon, wheat whiskey. If you look at the TTB regulations, they all say that the barrel entry proof cannot be higher than 125 proof on those spirits. So that is noteworthy. Now, this wheated mash bill, 114 proof, perhaps that is the barrel entry proof, or perhaps that is the proof at which the whiskeys contain that is bottled. I do not know. I'm not going to pretend to know. I will say that you probably can't see it, but to me, there's just a slight cloudiness in here. But I could be making that up. So here we go. I haven't even opened these, so I have no idea what I'm getting into. This review is going to focus on this wheated mash bill. The next review will be the rye mash bill. And we'll see where that takes us. Excuse me for having to rip this open, and my fingers don't always work very well, so we'll see how this goes. So there we go. We're gonna crack this open. We got all kinds of things going on here. So, wife and I and our kid, we were in Gillette a couple of weekends ago. We went to a distillery, or to a brewery there for lunch, and new city, new town, new experience, new liquor stores. So wife and I went around. I picked up that Old Charter. I picked up both of these Buffalo Traces, and then I picked up a nice treat here because it was Valentine's Day. So for my wife and myself, Valentine's Day to us, we got this Lagavulin Distiller's Edition, which will be one of my reviews coming up as well. So, as I said, White Dog, unaged spirit. Normally, I like that for a corn whiskey. So this particular one is very grain heavy. It smells like they ran just a slight bit down into the tails. So it kind of has just a little bit of a musty, like wet cardboard, wet dog kind of a funk to it, which, yes, most people don't like that, but that also is providing some of the flavor to the actual whiskey once it's in the barrel, and how the barrel impacts that whiskey. Those often kind of not pleasurable notes in the White Dog kind of help develop the flavors later on down the road. There's a very sweet, how do I describe that? A sweet graininess to it. Boy, the only thing I can say about it is that it has that new make or white dog characteristic. It's very distinct. If you've never tried it or smelled new make, then you will have no idea what I'm talking about. If you have, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this weird sweetness, almost like Sprees, the candy Sprees, and how it has this weird fruity sugariness to it, but also this almost like metallic quality, or vitamins, like Flintstone vitamins type quality to it, but it has a very forward floralness to it as well. Floral's wrong. Fruit, very fruity, like a fruit punch kind of a fruit, where it's not one specific fruit, it's a compilation of them. Smells like really good new make, in my opinion. And the other nice thing, just like what I did with that single malt here, actually both of these are single malts. You know what? You can take this new make, put some of it in a jar, throw some oak in it, and see what it turns into, and let it go. You know, you might be able to create a really nice spirit for yourself. That is one benefit of getting some new make. Okay, on the taste. It drinks very mild. It has a very green vegetal note to it. It finishes with just a twinge of sweet and like a fruit in there, like a peach maybe, a peach or a pear, not a pear, peach, like a peach or an apricot, kind of a fruit, and then that flavor persists. It's really nice. It has a very creamy mouthfeel to it. So it's nice in the way that new make is nice. It has several off-putting points along the flavor profile, which is not unexpected. That vegetal note will put off a lot of people. Those types of things tend to age out, especially when you get in that 6 to 8 year age range. So when you take this and then compare it to, which I probably should have done, I should have done my research to figure out what whiskeys have this wheated mash bill. This might be what Weller is. Weller's a wheated bourbon, so this might be like young Weller. That way you could compare and see if you can find some similarities between the two. The only Weller I have on hand is that Antique 107, which I could convince myself that I have several notes, both on taste and smell, that are similar to that Weller, or at least my memory of Weller. Going back in the nose has not changed really. It's very sweet forward, like a raw sugar candy corn kind of a sweet. Has this creamy mouthfeel to it. It's kind of light and soft on the palate. Then you pick up the vegetal note a little bit further in. And it's almost a vegetal sourness and like green grass. And then it kind of softens out and goes kind of fruity, like a dry peach. So like the flavor profile of a non-sweetened carbonated water without the bubbles is how I would say that. So, yeah, as far as a white dog goes, or a new make, it has a lot of body and characteristic into it, which would be a lot of fun to play with, which I think I'm going to do. As far as a new make goes, straight off the cuff, if you're not into new make, you probably will not like this, and it is at a higher proof. 114 is a great proof to age a spirit at, so I think this will take to wood very well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but I personally like it. I'm not so sure the majority of the crowd would like it. There's a lot of nuance to it that you either have to shelve or understand why that is in there and where it's going to go. So, yeah, that's what I have to say. So there's the new make, the White Dog by Buffalo Trace, their weeded mash bill. $16.99 in Gillette, Wyoming. I like it. I would not steer people who are not up for some sort of funky adventure towards this. If you are and you can find it, definitely go try it. And if you don't like it, then move forward with the concept that you're going to take it and age it. So you can take the bottle as is and just throw some oak into the bottle there and age it in the bottle. That's fine too. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, that's all I got to say. So go ahead, drop in the comments down below what you can find Buffalo Trace new makes, specifically their weeded mash bill, for in your area, along with any experience you have with this, and let everybody know what you think about it. As always, thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that like or subscribe button, depending on what platform you're on. And if you can think of anybody who would appreciate this material, go ahead, kick this video out, share it with them, let them know about the channel. Things are growing. I greatly appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody who's commented down below and who's watched the video. So thanks. As always, you guys have yourselves a great day. Go ahead, try some of the new make from Buffalo Trace, and we'll catch you in the next video.